Today I am here to deal with modals. In order to express our possibility, ability, we have so many words to say in grammar. That is modals. It is again the modal auxiliary verb. Like auxiliary verb, it will also come along with the main verb. So it is otherwise called as modal auxiliaries. The words what we use for modals are can, could, may, might, shall, should. These are all the words which we are going to use in modals. Let's discuss about modals in detail. Before that, let's all watch one motivational video, and after that we come back with our modals.
If you wake up and you don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Why not think about the times to come, and not about the things that you have done? If your life was bad to you, just think about what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. To see you smile, if it takes just a little while. I know that you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you.
Verbs such as must, can, may, ought to, should, will, etc. that are used to express necessity, possibility, intention, etc. are called modal verbs. They are auxiliary verbs and also they are called as modal auxiliary verbs. So in order to express our ability, our idea, our intention, our suggestion, even our advice, commands, all those things which will come under the verbs are called as modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs are used to express different shades of meaning of the main verb, especially the mood and attitude of the speaker. They are used to show ability. Ability is nothing but which we can do, and then give or seek permission, make suggestions, give advice, make polite request, wishes, promises, etc. In order to express all those qualities of the human being, we use modal auxiliary verbs. Study these sentences, observe the role the main verbs and the modal auxiliary verb play. I can do this exercise now. Do is the main verb. Before that we have the word can. So this shows the ability of the speaker. Last year I could not do such exercise. Do again is the main verb. Before that you are expressing your inability that you couldn't do. Since it is past tense, you are using could not. I may go to the New Zealand next month. Possibility is there. Would you please help me? This is the polite way of asking request. Mother might come here tomorrow. This is also again the possibility. She should go for walks every day. If you are using the word should, that is a kind of advice which you are giving to the listener. Will it help her backache? She must remain physically active. Must shows the command that you should do. That is the rule. This is the rule you must follow. I ought to tell her this piece of news. I would never hurt you. Exercise A. Underline the modal auxiliaries and circle the main verb. I could run faster a few years ago. I could run faster a few years ago. Run is the main form of the verb. Before that you have been given the word could. That is the auxiliary verb. I could run faster a few years ago. So it shows the ability of the speaker, but not now. It was few years ago. So that is past tense. So you are using could. He might discontinue this project. I am afraid. So there is a possibility of he may discontinue the project. So discontinue is a verb. Before that you have been given might, the modal verb. So you have to underline the modal verbs. You have to circle. You have to circle the main verb. But here I have not circled. I have just changed the colors. So the words which are in white color, it means that you have to circle the word in your textbook. Okay. He might discontinue this project. I am afraid. We must do our duty. Do is the main form of the verb. So you have to circle it. Before that must. That is the modal auxiliary. That a must. You have to underline it. You must not do this kind of work. So do again is the main verb. So you have to circle it. Before that you have been given the words must not. You have to underline it. He should obey the order. Obey is the main form of the verb. You have to circle it. Before that you have should. You have to underline it. That is modal auxiliary. Sixth one. We shall overcome all obstacles. Overcome is the main form of the verb. Before that you have the word shall. So you have to underline. That is auxiliary. I may agree to their proposal. Agree is the main verb. May is the auxiliary verb. You have to underline the word may. You have to circle the word agree. She needs to work hard. Work is the main form of the verb. Circle it. Before that you have the word needs to. So you have to underline it. He dare not come before me. Come is the main form of the verb. Prior to it you have dare not. So you have to underline the words dare not. They can stay here. Stay is the main form of the verb. You have to circle it. Before the word stay you have the word can. That is modal auxiliary. Underline it. We ought to stay at home. Stay is the main form of the verb. Before that you have ought to. Main form of the verb should be circled. Auxiliary verb, that is ought to, should be underlined. Ability and possibility. If you are showing the ability or if you express your possibility, in that case you will be using the words can, could and able to. Okay. Can, the word can, that is the modal auxiliary verb. If you have been given the word can, the can will be used either in present tense or in future. But the word could we can use either in past tense or in present tense or in future time. So in three tenses you can use the word could. But only in two tenses you will be using the word can. Okay, can will be used in present and future. Could will be used in past tense, present tense and future tense. So, look at some examples which have been given in the PPT. I can dance very well. So, this shows the ability of the speaker that she can dance or he can dance. Since can has been used in the sentence, that refers to present tense. Second example, the dam can or could break any time. So, possibility, future. As I already told, you can use could for both, for three tenses, past tense, present tense and future tense. So, here you can use either can or could, both are right. I could walk 5 kilometers at a stretch when I was a boy. Here again it shows the ability of the speaker. Here you are using the word could. So that is past tense. It is only 5 o'clock. So we could drive up the hill to the sunset point. This is possibility present tense. We use be able to in the present, past and the future time. Example. Look, I am not limping anymore. I am able to walk properly now. Yesterday I was not able to walk even a short distance. I am sure she will be able to complete the work tomorrow. See the words be able to. These words we can use like could. Could we can use in past tense, present tense and future tense. The same way you can use the words be able to in past tense, present tense and future tense. Only the word can we will be using in present tense and future tense. But both the words could and be able to we can use in all the three tenses. Clear? It expresses the possibility and ability. So if you express a possibility and ability, we can use the words can, could, be able to. Can will be used for both present tense and future tense. The words could and be able to we can use in three tenses. Past tense, present tense and future tense. This you have to keep it in mind. Clear? Go to exercise B. Can you do the activities mentioned below? Make sentence in each cases shown in the example. Bake a cake. I can bake a cake. My sister cannot bake a cake. If you can do it, in that case you will be using the words can. If you cannot do it, you should use the words cannot. That is negative. This is positive. Okay, it shows the ability of the speaker. Drive a car. So at this age you cannot drive a car, but your father can drive a car if he knows driving. My father can drive a car. That is the first sentence. Second one, I cannot drive a car. In each sentence we have to write two sentences. First one is positive, another one is negative. If you know the activity, you can write can. Okay. My father can drive a car. That is the first sentence of second question. I cannot drive a car. That is second sentence in second question. Okay. My father can drive a car. I cannot drive a car. Third question. Ride a bicycle. I can ride a bicycle. My baby brother cannot ride a bicycle. I can ride a bicycle. My baby brother cannot ride a bicycle. Since he is too small, he cannot ride. Fourth one, take part in a debate. My friend can take part in a debate. You can also take part. Okay. If your friend can do, you can also do. I can also take part in a debate. You have to just add also after the auxiliary verb can. I can also take part in a debate. My friend can take part in a debate. I can also take part in a debate. Fifth one. Speak Spanish. I cannot speak Spanish. My mother can speak Spanish. I cannot speak Spanish. My mother can speak Spanish. Sixth one. Use a computer. My grandmother cannot use a computer. I can use a computer. Since your grandmother is old, she cannot use it. If your grandmother knows how to operate the computer, you can very well write, my grandmother can use a computer. I can also use a computer. My grandmother cannot use a computer. I can use a computer. Seventh one. Play violin. I cannot play violin. My friend can play violin. I cannot play violin. My friend can play violin. Sing a song. I cannot sing a song. My sister can sing a song. If you know how to sing, you can write, I can sing a song. If your sister doesn't know how to sing, you can write, my sister cannot sing a song. Okay? You can refer the PPT later also to write the answers in your textbook. So far we have seen can, could, be able to express possibility and ability. Now we are moving into another one, may, might, could. Okay. We can also use may or might to show probability or possibility. May indicates a good probability and might a weak possibility, though there is very little difference. We have already seen how could suggests possibility. So in the previous exercises, we have seen how we have used the word could for possibility and ability. So here again the word could is repeated. We have already seen how could suggests possibility. It expresses still weaker possibility than might. So if you are using may, that is a good possibility. It will happen. If you are using might, when compared to may, that is weaker. Still weaker if you have been given the word could, that is weakest possibility. Okay. So may is a good possibility. Might is a weak possibility. Could is a weaker possibility. Okay. With the help of these three words, we are going to do exercises later. Must and will can also be used to indicate certainty or likelihood. Must expresses a logical certainty and is used in a context stronger than may. So if you are using must, that is stronger possibility. You must do like that. If it is a command also. Will is used when we are 100% sure. If you are confident, if you are confirmed about the event, in that case, you can use the word will. If you are using the word must, that is certainty, definitely you must do. That is a command, that is an order. Okay. If you are using the word will, if you are 100% confident. Read the dialogue, study the use of may, might, could, will and must. These are all the examples. Rahul, where is Mohit? Mohan, he may be at the canteen. That is good possibility. He may be at the canteen. Jaya, He might be in the library. We have to submit our English essays tomorrow. So in order to submit the English essays, he would have gone there. That is Jaya's view. He might be in the library. We have to submit our English essays tomorrow. Shalini, he could be at the school office. So that is a weaker possibility. Might is weak possibility. May is good possibility. Gaurav, no, the basketball team is practicing since he is the captain of the team. He must be in the gymnasium now. So definitely he will be there because they are practicing basketball. Mohan, that is right. Other basketball players are there. He will be there. So he is 100% confident of his where Mohan is. So he is telling he will be there. Okay. So Mohan expresses good possibility and then Jaya expresses a weak possibility. Shalini expresses weaker possibility. Gaurav used logical certainty. Mohan again used definite, that he is very confident where he is. Okay. Exercise C. Fill in the blanks with may, might, must or could based on the hints. I heard a rumor that our principal is leaving next year. It could be true, who knows? So that is very weak possibility. It is given in the bracket. Based on the hints, we are going to do this exercise. So it is given a very weak possibility. So you have to use the modal auxiliary could. Okay. Second one. Post. I may not come for the trek tomorrow. I am not feeling well. So it is given a good possibility. So you have to write a may. I may not come for the trek tomorrow. Your throat and ears are paining and you have a fever. It is given in the bracket a logical possibility. So you have to use must. It must be an infection. Tanya, look at the clouds in the sky. Definite it is. So you have to use will. There will be a storm. Ria, oh yes, there was a storm warning on the radio this morning. Tanya, really? In that case, we may have a holiday tomorrow. A good possibility. If it is good possibility, you have to use the word may. If it is good possibility, you have to use the word may. If it is weak possibility, you have to use the word might. If it is still weaker than might, you have to use could. If it is a logical certainty or logical possibility, in that case, you should use the word must. If it is definite, if you are 100% sure of the event, in that case, you will be using the word will. Clear? So, for permissions, we will be using the words can, could and may. We use can, may and could to ask for and give permissions. The choice of a modal depends on the context and the relationship between the speaker and the listener. May is used in a formal context like between teachers or authority figures and students. So, when you are in school, how will you get into the class? May I come in? May I go to restroom? You are asking no. So, if you are talking to a teacher, in that case, you have to use the word may. Can is used between friends in an informal context. So, if it is to your friend, definitely you won't be formal. So, it will be in a friendly manner. In that case, you will be using the word can. Could is a polite way of asking for permission. So, if you want to go for any trip, you are seeking permission from your father. So, could you please give me permission to go for a trip? In that case only you will be asking. So, could is a polite way of asking. Okay. Examples. Anil, my pen is not working. Can I use yours? Nitin. So he is asking to his friend. In that case, you are using the word can. Can I use yours? Anil. May I submit the homework, ma'am? So may, because he is talking to a teacher. So you have to ask may. Teacher. Yes, you may, Anil. Nitin. Ma'am, could I bring it tomorrow? So another one is asking a permission from his teacher. So he is asking could. Polite way. Teacher. Yes, you may. Negative forms of these modals take not. So if it is a negative form, after the auxiliary verb, that is modal auxiliary verb, you have to use just add. You have to add not. Okay, cannot, could not, may not, might not, should not, must not, like that. Okay, we often use not allowed to show if we have permission for something or not. If the sentence has an indirect option, it is placed between allowed and to. We are allowed to go to the library in our break time. So only during break time, the students are allowed to go to the library. The teacher allowed me to sit in the library. So it is a kind of a permission. If it is a permission, you can use the words. If the permission has been given, you can use allowed. If the permission has not been given, you have to use the word not allowed. A student is not allowed to misbehave in class. Exercise D. Combine the sentences using not allowed to. Pay attention to the tense of the sentences. You should not change the tense. The tense should be written as such. Only you have to use the words allowed to. But it should be in the form of sentence. He wanted to go out of the class. The teacher gave him permission. The teacher, she gave permission. So this is given in past tense. So you have to use the past tense of the verb. The teacher allowed him to go out of the class. Second one. The teacher said that she wanted to take a day off. The principal gave her leave. Again it is past tense. The principal allowed the teacher to take a day off. The principal, he gave permission to the teacher that she could leave. So the principal allowed the teacher to take a day off. He wanted to address the meeting. They did not give him permission. Again it is given in past tense. They did not allow him to address the meeting. They did not allow him to address the meeting. Fourth one. She wished to explain her strange behavior. They gave her permission. They allowed her to explain her strange behavior. They allowed her to explain her strange behavior. Again the sentence is in past tense. So you have to make use of the same sentence, same tense. He wanted to play in the rain. His mother did not let him. Let him here refers to allowed. Did not means not allowed. His mother did not allow him to play in the rain. To make a request, we use the word can, could, will and would. Could and would will be polite request. So, how the could and would will come in the sentence, we will see now. Would you please take this to the staff room? So, it comes in the form of a question, but this is a polite request. Would you please take this to the staff room? Sophia is not feeling well. Can you inform ma'am? This is just a request, not a polite. Could you take her to the medical room? This is again polite because you have been given the word could. Will you help her to walk to that room? This is again request but not a polite. If it is polite, you have to use the words could or would. Exercise E. Read the dialogue between a mother and a son. Fill in the blanks with the suitable modals. Son. Mom, can I go out to play. Is asking permission. Mother, no, you must not go now. You can go when it stops raining. So this is an order because you are using the word must. You must not go now. You can go when it stops raining. So mother is giving permission that he can go after the rain stops. Son, why can't I play in the rain? Mother, mother, you know the reason. You will fall sick if you play in the rain. So that is a definite one. So you are using will. If it is a suggestion, you can use the word can, could, shall and should. So can and could will come in order to express ability, possibility and even in request. Now in suggestion also you can use the words can and could. Shall is used with I and we while making suggestions. If you are making suggestion, the shall will come only with the words I or we, that is first person, singular and plural. Examples, shall we visit Margot this week? Shall I lend you a book? Only in plural, that is in pronoun we and I, you will be using the word shall. It is in the form of suggestion. Could and should are used to make polite suggestions. Should is used when the suggestion is very strong and is almost like an advice. If you are using the word should, that is always like an advice. Example, Sheila has lost her wallet. What can Sheila do now? She could go to the school office and ask for help to find it. So that is a suggestion. Your friend is learning to ride a bike. You should wear a helmet. This is advice. Exercise F. Think of a solution for the following situations. We are hungry. There are some eggs in the house. So you are giving suggestion by making use of the word could. We could make an omelette. Bilal wanted to read Arabian Nights. He did not have a copy. So you can give suggestion telling him that he could have borrowed a copy from the library. If you are using the word have after the word could, there should be past participle of the verb should be used. We have a holiday tomorrow. What can we do? We could go swimming. Meera bought a book. A few pages of the book were missing. She could return the book. You are standing outside your friend's house. The doorbell is not working. I could knock on the door. Fourth one is she could return the book. Fifth one, I could knock on the door. First one, we could make an omelette. Second one, he could have borrowed a copy from the library. Third one, we could go swimming. She could return the book. That is fourth one. Fifth one, I could knock on the door. Clear? So when we will be using the word may. If you are wishing somebody for their birthday or for their success, in that case you can use the word may. But at the end of the sentence, definitely exclamatory mark should be there if you are using the word may for wishing. Okay. The modal may can be used to make a wish. May God bless you. Exercise G. What will you say in the following situations? Write a wish using may. Your friend is moving to a new school. So, will you wish her? May you make a lot of friends. May you be successful in your career, in your new school. May you get good marks in new school. Like that. Okay. So, here it is your wish. I have given this. If you want, you write this or you can write your own sentences also. May you make a lot of friends. But at the end, definitely exclamatory mark should be there. Your mother's birthday. May you have a fantastic day. May you have a fantastic day. Third one. Your sister is going for an exam. May you be successful. Third one. May you be successful. That's all about today's session. Let's watch one riddle. Then we come to the conclusion of today's session. The next again we will meet with the same models. That is session.
Let's have some fun with English riddles today. See how many of these riddles you can answer or solve correctly. Let's start with a very easy one. What has 2 hands and a face but no arms or legs? A clock, you're right. Now, a similar one. What has a neck but no head? A bottle. Did you get that one right? Why did the little girl throw the butter out the window? To see the butter fly. Ho ho! Now, this one is similar to the last one. Why did the little boy throw a bucket of water out the window? To see the waterfall. Little boys and girls have creative imagination, don't they? Now this one. What can you throw but not catch? A party. To throw a party means to organize a party, especially in your own home. Now, the opposite of the last one. What can you catch but not throw? That's right, a cold. We usually catch a cold in the winter season, don't we? How much dirt is there in a hole exactly 1 foot deep and 1 foot wide? None at all. A hole is always empty.